Is Batman a superhero, real talk?
What do you call him?
He's a vigilante.
I wouldn't consider Batman a superhero as far as I'm concerned. He a rich guy who can fight.
That's it.
But like, I don't know all of the law. I don't know what makes someone a superhero or not. I'm not saying I'm right. What I'm saying is, if I see a regular human who's just trained in mixed martial arts and is rich, I'm not calling you a superhero.
You said that, oh, he's just rich and can fight. But when you use your riches to have all these gadgets and all that stuff, right? And then you use that wealth to stay up at night and fight crime as a vigilante, that turns you into a superhero.
You can be a hero. The super part, I don't know the definition of terms. From my novice perspective, if you don't have superpowers, you're not a superhero.
I never thought in a million years that we would be having this debate or conversation, but here we are. I also never thought that we had to separate hero and superhero. When was that ever a thing? Did I miss anything? I'm not sure. I thought it was just superheroes and villains. We're separating. Anyway, before I move on, man, make sure you boys like the video, subscribe if you're new, and hit that hype feature if you have it available. This is my second video. I was been supposed to record another video, but I got a little busy with my main channel. But anyway, we here, we back. Let's get to it. Now, the term superhero is very loose. The definition is very loose, and it can mean different things. But if you bunch it all into one, I feel like it's people with enhanced abilities like super strength, super speed, or whatever. People with advancements in technology and equipment, and basically they're just superior to the average human. And you're telling me Batman is not a superior to the average human? It really depends on how you define superhero, but all those traits to me is what a superhero is. Calling him a vigilante, I don't really have a problem with, but when you call him a hero, completely diminishing all his abilities and techniques and whatever, that just like completely diminishes the character Batman. And I feel like a lot of live action movies, like the Christopher Nolan movies, the Matt Reeves movies, and movies before that, took the grounded approach for him and just completely, like, just people don't really know how fantastical Batman really can be. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the animated films, you would know. If you read comics, you would know. I don't think a regular quote-unquote hero is throwing hands with Darkseid and actually giving him a run for his money. I don't think a firefighter or a nurse or any other regular hero is doing anything like this. Killer Croc literally has enhanced strength and durability, and there's numerous of times across comics and animated films and even games where Batman defeated Killer Croc. It might not have been off of super strength like most superheroes, but he has gadgets and intellect that helped him overcome that. He's a superhero, bro. How many times has he thrown hands with Clayface, bro? Clayface is literally made out of clay and can morph into anything he wants to. Practically almost, I'm not sure if he's immortal, but he damn near might as well be. And Batman has defeated him even in the Arkham games. Like, I understand if you say Batman has crazy plot armor, I won't disagree with you there at all. But to just completely diminish his character and say he's not a superhero is absolutely wild. With all these feats that we have in the comics, all these references we could go to in the animated shows, animated movies, even the Arkham games, and say he's not a superhero, I don't understand that. This is why we need it. I'm sure it's gonna happen, but this is why we need DCU's Batman to absolutely be fantastical and not be grounded at all. Do not take the grounded approach whatsoever. He needs to be fantastical. He needs his fantastical enemies and villains or whatever. So the mainstream comic or mainstream superhero fans, I should say. And by the way, there's no issue that you're a mainstream, regular, casual superhero fan. But so y'all could understand how Batman really can be and what his peak abilities really are. Like, I really do fuck with the Dark Knight trilogy, and the Batman is my favorite Batman movie, like out of all Batman movies. But like those type of movies, those grounded movies aren't gonna really show you Batman's peak. Like, it's grounded for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna show his crazy combat, his crazy gadgets, his crazy, and let alone, most importantly, his crazy fantastical enemies. And if they show him beat those fantastical enemies on the big screen, people really understand how powerful Batman really is, and they wouldn't say, oh, he's just a regular hero, he's just a regular person, regular human. Like, come on, man. How is like the top? I think it's really Spider-Man at number one, but when it comes to like street level heroes or vigilantes or whatever, vigilantes, because they all fall into that umbrella. How is arguably the definitely top two of vigilantes in all of comic books not a superhero? How does that make sense? And again, the people who really say this aren't people who necessarily read the comics where the main stories and source material comes from. They don't watch the animated films or shows. They just consume the live action movies, which doesn't really portray Batman at his prime, at his absolute best. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, there's nothing wrong if you don't watch film, if you don't watch the animated stuff or read the comics. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're gonna be talking out your ass and saying things that you don't really understand, that's where you're wrong. Unfortunately, this nigga Batman knows how many levels and how many different styles of martial arts can outskill people with super abilities, bro. Like, oh my god, he is. They literally call him peak human. Like, he is the peak human, but he's not a superhero. He is far superior than an average human being, but he's not a superhero. I generally don't understand that, bro. I really don't. And going back to the original clip that I showed in the beginning of the video, chill. Like, shout out to, first of all, shout out to them dudes, man. For the most part, their basketball takes is cool for the most part. I don't agree with what much they have to say about basketball, but he is right when it comes to Batman is a vigilante. He does fall under the vigilante tree. But to say he's not a superhero when he's literally like he's definitely on the Mount Rushmore of vigilantes. Let alone he's on the Mount Rushmore of all of comic book characters. How the fuck is a nigga on the Mount Rushmore of all comic book characters not a superhero? Why the oh my god. I don't want to make this video too long, man, but y'all let me know y'all thoughts and concerns, and let me know if y'all think Batman is actually a superhero or he's just a regular hero, or let me know. He's a superhero to me, like, no question. Just we gotta read a couple comic stories, watch some animated shows, animated films, and you'll see exactly why. Because if you don't think so, then 9 times out of 10 you just watch Batman content from live action films, which never showed the fantastical side of Batman at all. So I'm ending it off there, man. Make sure boys like and subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna catch you on this video, man. God bless. I'm out. Peace.